Hello everyone, sorry about that.
Hey there.
Sorry. Hello everyone, welcome back. This is King. And in case you don't know, I do many reacting video, which is Darman, which is we're not doing today. We are reacting to Jumbo. Dun 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 dun. We are reacting to food. Yep, this is my favorite chef, including Uncle Roger, but he's mostly a reacting, so I prefer this one.
Hey there, it's Abby, and I'm thrilled to be back on a mission to revolutionize your approach to cooking in those cozy, compact spaces, be it your dorm, condo, or boarding house. In our previous episode, we delved into the amazing potential of the humble rice cooker. But today, we're cranking up the challenge a notch as we use a rice cooker to cook another one of our best friends in compact spaces, canned goods. These canned treasures are like magic in a can, especially when you're working without the luxury of a fridge.
Sounds delicious. In case you don't know that I never use a rice cooker to cook anything else except for rice, that's the one thing I do.
So, let's get cooking. Our first recipe is a soup, which can be an appetizer, a snack, or a side. And we are going to utilize the accessibility of canned sliced mushrooms and the stability and how affordable evaporated milk is. We'll just chop the onions into small dices and garlic.
I mean, the safety rule to make sure that the onions doesn't make you cry is which is you saw the technique they made, so you gotta watch that. It's very good.
Ano po, kasi napagalitan po ako ni teacher. Rice cooker, then add your oil. You don't have to use olive oil, you can use any neutral oil. First, we're gonna saute the onions.
Yeah, you can use any kind of oil, not all like olive oil or something like that. It's kind of like the way that people use. It's the way that they think it's gonna work well. So just give me a couple minutes so we can start recording again, okay? Yeah. Okay.
Ako na yung sound effect. Galing, oh. Just get something heavy and ipatong mo lang siya dun sa pot para dikit ka dun sa init. So we cook the onions until translucent. We'll add our garlic. Saga lang, guys. Now, we're gonna add our mushrooms. So, ang trick dyan, para shelf-stable na mushrooms ay use canned mushrooms. Just drain the liquid out and ganito yung...
I never seen a canned mushroom before. All I see is like a mushroom in a package, you know, and this is like a very good thing. In the US, it's served like this, but in the Philippines or any kind of other place, they serve it a can. Never see that before. I never seen it, but I see canned tomatoes sometimes. It's very often like that.
Yung maging tsura ng mushrooms nyo. So, ang goal natin is medyo itusta yung mushrooms, but be patient. It's gonna take a long time. Mushroom soups, usually the base is any type of broth you'd like, pero I'm using chicken or chicken broth. And then, you're just gonna add flour. So when you're making a roux, it's very important to cook off the flour or cook off the starchy taste ng flour. And now we're gonna add water. And to make sure you achieve your desired consistency, onti-onti lang yung lagay ng liquid. Optionally, you can add dried thyme. And then we'll just wait for this to simmer until that roux has reached its maximum thickening powers. Now,
that's kind of good. So, actually, let's stop right there, and we're gonna fast forward to the next part because since I didn't have enough time, I gotta make a music video, so I gotta chop things up a bit. And that was tuna pasta. Let's see this one.
would be a great partner. Our next recipe is very dear to me because it's the first ever viral recipe I had on TikTok. It has pasta, shelf stable, canned tuna, shelf stable, and a few common ingredients you might already have in your pantry. Basically, we're just gonna chop onions and garlic as well. Our third ingredient is tomatoes. If you don't want your dishes to be super watery, you can deseed or tatanggalin niyo yung seeds ng tomatoes. So instead of doing my original recipe, we're gonna do some tweaks to make it faster. So in a rice cooker, I've boiled water. Make sure to season your pasta water with some salt. So I'm using spaghetti. You can use whatever pasta you have. So we just cook this 75% of the way, and then later we'll add the other ingredients. So the approach for this recipe is kind of those one-pot pasta dishes from TikTok na nagtitrending. But what I don't like about those recipes is nandun lahat yung starch ng pasta, nagsistay siya dun sa dish. So meron pang traces ng starch dun sa flavor and also dun sa texture. So
it's gonna be like the same recipe as she has, but it's gonna be different what I'm gonna cook. So my recipe, we're gonna have manang taste is masarap, means delicious. So mine is gonna have a chicken beef and how you say this, and some cooked of the meat that I pre-made, and after the cheese, and I gotta stir it. Manang tatanan talaga. And that's all I had to do, but my ingredients will be so well.
by diluting the pasta water by using a lot of water at first and then throwing some of those out later, we can control na very little lang yung starch na matitira dun sa sauce. So now we've drained off the water from our pasta, we're gonna put in all the other ingredients. And we're also gonna put in canned tuna. So this is tuna in oil. Just give it a mix. And we just cook this just until the pasta is cooked thoroughly. So those are the 5 ingredients. Sorry, hindi ko kinount yung salt and pepper. And this is very optional. If you have dried basil or fresh basil, you can also add that. And if you feel that your pasta is still undercooked and it's already getting too dry, you can always add some of the pasta water back.
Looks like carbonara. Okay, I don't know how to say this Italian word, but looks like one. But this is tuna pasta. Italian people will not watch it and be like, nope, not today. Nope, not today. Ooh, no. I mean, it looks good. I would eat it, by the way. Even though I don't like tuna. I can add chicken on it. This recipe is kind of good, and this is tuna, but I'm gonna switch it up to put a chicken. So I'm gonna imagine this. People are gonna be looking at this. Gonna look like, is this chicken? I mean, it kind of looks similar as chicken, but this is tuna and onion, tomato. And that's it of the video. I don't know. I don't have that much time because I gotta do a recording video. And then manang